Hello, this video will show you how to schedule or make a change to a uniform deduction for a new hire or ongoing employee. First, we want to go into that employee's record and select the Scheduled EDs tab, which stands for Earnings or Deductions. In previous videos, I showed you how to set up direct deposit for this employee. Now, we want to go to the next step and schedule a uniform deduction. That starts by clicking the Add button to add a new deduction or earning. From the drop-down list, I'll want to find the uniform code, which is set up under D33 Uniform. Now, the next step is to enter the per pay period amount that will be deducted from this employee's check. You'll notice that the calculation method has defaulted to a fixed amount, meaning a fixed dollar amount will be entered to be deducted per pay period. In this case, this employee, for example, has a $2.50 uniform deduction each pay period. I'll select fixed amount, the $2.50. Before I save, similar to direct deposit, I want to make sure that the start date for this deduction falls within the pay period that it needs to be active for that employee. So if a new hire is being entered after the pay period has started or finished for the check that we want the deduction to be taken, you do have the ability to backdate this for that starting period as long as it's prior to processing that payroll. So to double check my entry, I have the uniform deduction code set up, D33, the amount $2.50. My start date falls within the pay period that I want it to. I'll go ahead and save the changes. This uniform deduction is now set up to take the $2.50 going forward. If you need to make a change to a uniform deduction, select back on the employee, Scheduled EDs, use the drop-down to view the details of the deduction. And let's say, for example, this employee no longer needs the uniform deduction. Over on the far right side, next to the starting date, we have the ability to enter the end date. Once again, this will need to be entered within the pay period of the deduction. You have the ability to type in a date or use the calendar. In this case, just for example, I'm going to end the deduction next week and save my changes. If you have an employee with an ongoing uniform deduction and just need to make a change to the amount, similar process in terms of going to the Scheduled EDs, using the flyout for the deduction, or and changing the amount. Let's say the employee took out an additional uniform and now has a $5 per pay period deduction. And save my changes.